More and more blacksmiths are adopting induction forges. They are a wonderful tool in the shop if you have the power available for them and if you have the space and the budget. They aren't cheap, but they are in about that same price range as a plasma cutter or an electric welder, kind of in the mid-range. Going high end, you can spend way more on plasma cutters and welders. Matter of fact, my induction forge setup costs less than the camera I'm filming this video on. So they aren't outrageously expensive. As far as power consumption or fuel use in this case, if you're comparing it to the other forge options, this is the most cost-effective forge that I have in my shop. It only draws large power while you're actually taking a heat, and most of your time in the shop is spent doing other things. You're at the anvil forging, you're laying out material, you're cutting material, you're doing a little bit of filing, a little bit of grinding, all sorts of other things that pull you away from the fire. If you have a coal fire going, that's still consuming fuel while you're away from the fire. Same thing with a propane forge. Again, the induction forge is kind of like a welder in that instance. It's only using full power when you're doing the job, when you're welding or when you're taking a heat. I've been using this for a year, 2 years now, and I have not noticed any change in my electric bill when I'm using this. The propane forge, I spend about $600 a year on propane. I don't use coal very often, but it is the most expensive fuel that I have available for day in and day out work. If I'm going to burn coal, I'm going to spend more than I spend for propane, which is more than I spend for electricity on the induction forge. So it's just a tool to add to your toolbox as a blacksmith. And even though it is far from being a required piece of equipment in any shop, it's awfully nice to have.